Have you ever felt your legs betray you when you needed them most? That moment when you reach for something and suddenly realize your body doesn't respond the way it used to? If you're over 50, this isn't just imagination. It's your muscles, literally disappearing. And most people have no idea it's happening until it's almost too late. Right now, as you watch this video, millions of seniors are losing precious muscle mass every single day. They're becoming prisoners in their own bodies, afraid to climb stairs, terrified of falling, and watching their independence slip away piece by piece. But what if I told you that this devastating process could be stopped and even reversed with just 4 simple foods that you probably already have in your kitchen? My name is Dr. Jack Martinez, and I've spent the last 15 years as a nutritionist specializing in senior health. I've seen countless patients transform their lives, regain their strength, and reclaim their independence through the power of targeted nutrition. Today, I'm going to share with you the exact same protocol that has helped thousands of seniors defeat one of aging's most dangerous enemies. The enemy I'm talking about has a name. It's called Sarcopenia, and it's silently stealing your future. Starting around age 30, you begin losing 3 to 8% of your muscle mass every decade. But here's the terrifying part. After 50, this process accelerates dramatically. By the time you reach 70, you could have lost up to 40% of your muscle mass. That's not just a number on a chart. That's your ability to carry groceries, climb stairs, play with grandchildren, and live independently. But sarcopenia doesn't just steal your muscles. It brings friends. Leg weakness that makes every step uncertain. Joint pain that turns simple movements into agony. Nighttime cramps that jolt you awake. Nerve problems that cause tingling, numbness, and that frightening sensation that your legs might give out at any moment. Balance issues that make every curb a potential disaster. And the ultimate fear, falls that can shatter bones and end independence forever. The medical community will tell you this is just normal aging. They'll suggest expensive treatments, complex exercise programs, or dangerous medications with endless side effects. But what they won't tell you is that the solution might be sitting in your pantry right now. I discovered this truth through my patients. People like Jose, who at 73 could barely walk to his mailbox without exhaustion. Or Carmen, who woke up every night with painful leg cramps that left her afraid to sleep. Or Maria, whose joint pain was so severe she couldn't even hold her grandchildren. These weren't just medical cases to me. They were real people whose lives were being stolen by sarcopenia, and traditional medicine was failing them. That's when I started looking beyond conventional treatments. I dove deep into nutritional research, studying cultures around the world where people remained strong and active well into their 90s. I analyzed their diets, their lifestyle patterns, and most importantly, the specific foods that seemed to protect them from muscle loss and mobility decline. What I found changed everything. 4 specific foods kept appearing in the diets of the world's healthiest seniors. Not expensive superfoods or exotic supplements, but simple, affordable foods that have been nourishing humans for thousands of years. Foods that contain the exact nutrients your muscles, joints, and nerves need to not just survive, but thrive. The first food that can transform your muscle health is probably hiding in your cupboard right now. It's humble, it's affordable, and it's incredibly powerful. I'm talking about chickpeas. Yes, those small, round legumes that most people only think about when they're making hummus. But chickpeas are actually muscle-building powerhouses disguised as simple beans. Here's what makes chickpeas so extraordinary for seniors fighting sarcopenia. They're packed with high-quality plant protein containing all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and maintain muscle tissue. But unlike animal proteins that can be hard to digest and may cause inflammation, chickpea protein is gentle on your system while being incredibly effective at stimulating muscle protein synthesis. 1 cup of cooked chickpeas delivers 15 grams of complete protein. That's more than 2 large eggs, but with added benefits that eggs simply can't provide. Chickpeas also contain lysine, an amino acid that's crucial for calcium absorption and collagen formation. This means they're not just building your muscles, they're strengthening your bones and joints at the same time. But the real magic happens when you understand how chickpeas work in your body. The protein in chickpeas is released slowly, providing a steady stream of amino acids to your muscles throughout the day. This sustained protein release is exactly what aging muscles need to overcome the decreased protein sensitivity that comes with age. Let me tell you about Jose, the 73-year-old man I mentioned earlier. When Jose first came to see me, he was using a walker and could barely stand for more than 5 minutes without severe leg fatigue. His doctor had told him this was just normal aging and that he should accept his limitations. But Jose wasn't ready to give up. I started Jose on a simple protocol that included 1 cup of chickpeas every day. Within just 3 weeks, something remarkable happened. Jose called my office, excitement clear in his voice. He had walked to the end of his street and back without his walker. By week 6, he was climbing the stairs to his second-floor apartment without stopping to rest. By month 3, Jose was dancing at his granddaughter's wedding. The transformation wasn't magic, it was science. The high-quality protein in chickpeas was rebuilding Jose's muscle fibers. The fiber was improving his digestion and nutrient absorption. The folate was supporting his nervous system. And the iron was ensuring his muscles received the oxygen they needed to function optimally. If you want to harness the muscle-building power of chickpeas, here's exactly how to do it. Start with 1/2 cup of cooked chickpeas daily for the first week, then increase to 1 full cup. You can add them to salads, soups, or eat them as a snack. For maximum absorption, pair them with a small amount of vitamin C, like a squeeze of lemon juice or a few cherry tomatoes. The best time to eat chickpeas is within 2 hours after any physical activity, even something as simple as a short walk. This is when your muscles are most receptive to protein, and the amino acids from chickpeas can immediately start the repair and building process. Here's a preparation tip that can double the bioavailability of chickpea nutrients. Soak dried chickpeas overnight before cooking. This not only makes them easier to digest, but also increases the absorption of key minerals like zinc and magnesium that your muscles desperately need. Now, before I reveal the second powerful food that can transform your leg strength and eliminate those painful nighttime cramps, I need to ask you something important. If this information is helping you understand how to fight back against muscle loss and regain your strength, please hit that like button right now. It helps more seniors discover these life-changing strategies. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. I'm constantly researching and sharing breakthrough nutrition strategies specifically for seniors, and you don't want to miss a single video that could change your life. Also, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Do you currently eat chickpeas? If not, which way are you most excited to try them? Your engagement helps me understand what content serves you best, so please take a moment to share your thoughts below. Now, let's talk about the second food that can revolutionize your muscle health and eliminate one of the most frustrating problems seniors face: those agonizing nighttime leg cramps that steal your sleep and leave you dreading bedtime. The second food might surprise you, because most people think of it as just a snack. I'm talking about pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas. These small, flat seeds are actually concentrated repositories of the exact nutrients your muscles and nerves need to function properly. The secret weapon in pumpkin seeds is magnesium. Just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds contains 156 milligrams of magnesium, which is nearly 40% of your daily requirement. But here's what most people don't understand about magnesium. It's the master mineral for muscle function. Every muscle contraction and relaxation in your body depends on adequate magnesium levels. When you're magnesium deficient, which studies show affects up to 80% of seniors, your muscles can't relax properly. This leads to cramps, spasms, twitches, and that constant feeling of muscle tension that makes movement uncomfortable and sleep impossible. But magnesium in pumpkin seeds does something even more important for seniors fighting sarcopenia. It activates over 300 enzymatic reactions in your body, many of which are directly involved in protein synthesis and muscle energy production. Without adequate magnesium, even if you're eating enough protein, your body can't effectively use it to build muscle. Pumpkin seeds also contain zinc, another mineral that's crucial for muscle health. Zinc is required for the production of growth hormone and testosterone, both of which decline with age and contribute to muscle loss. Just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds provides 20% of your daily zinc needs. Let me share Carmen's story with you. Carmen was 68 when she first came to see me, and she was desperate. Every night for months, she had been waking up with excruciating leg cramps that would last for minutes, leaving her muscles sore and her sleep shattered. She had tried everything her doctor recommended: muscle relaxers, pain medications, even expensive compression socks. Nothing worked. I suspected magnesium deficiency and started Carmen on a simple protocol: 1 ounce of raw pumpkin seeds every evening, about 2 hours before bedtime. The first night, Carmen still had cramps, but they were noticeably less severe. By the end of the first week, she was sleeping through the night. Within a month, the cramps were completely gone, and Carmen was feeling more energetic and stable on her feet than she had in years. The transformation happened because the magnesium in pumpkin seeds was finally allowing Carmen's muscles to relax properly. The zinc was supporting her hormone production, and the healthy fats in the seeds were reducing inflammation throughout her body. But here's where the story gets even more interesting, and why the third food I'm about to reveal might be the most powerful of all for rebuilding not just your muscles, but your entire skeletal system. The third food comes from the ocean, and it's been protecting the bones and joints of coastal populations for thousands of years. I'm talking about seaweed, specifically varieties like kelp, nori, and wakame. Now, I know what you're thinking. Seaweed sounds exotic, maybe even unappetizing. But this marine vegetable contains nutrients that are virtually impossible to find in adequate amounts anywhere else on Earth. The star nutrient in seaweed is iodine, but not just any iodine. Seaweed provides bioavailable iodine that your thyroid gland desperately needs to produce hormones that regulate your metabolism, energy levels, and muscle function. When your thyroid is sluggish, which happens to millions of seniors, your muscles become weak, your joints ache, and your entire body feels like it's running on empty. But seaweed's benefits go far beyond thyroid support. It's one of the richest sources of calcium available in nature, containing up to 10 times more calcium per gram than milk. This isn't the synthetic calcium found in supplements that can actually harm your cardiovascular system. This is natural, plant-based calcium that your bones can actually absorb and use effectively. Seaweed also contains a unique compound called fucoidan, which has been shown in studies to reduce inflammation throughout the body. For seniors dealing with joint pain and muscle stiffness, this anti-inflammatory effect can be the difference between moving freely and being trapped by discomfort. The mineral profile of seaweed is extraordinary. It contains magnesium, potassium, iron, and trace minerals that work synergistically to support muscle contraction, nerve function, and bone density. Many of these minerals are depleted from our soil and therefore missing from land-based foods, making seaweed one of the few reliable sources left. Let me tell you about Maria, a 71-year-old grandmother who came to me with severe joint pain and what she described as bones that felt brittle and weak. Maria had been taking calcium supplements for years, but her bone density tests kept getting worse. She was afraid to lift her grandchildren, terrified that her bones might fracture from such simple activities. I introduced Maria to a daily seaweed protocol, starting with just 1 tablespoon of dried kelp powder mixed into her morning smoothie. Within 6 weeks, Maria noticed that her morning joint stiffness was significantly reduced. By 3 months, her energy levels had improved dramatically, and she was able to play with her grandchildren without fear. But the real proof came at her next bone density test. For the first time in 5 years, Maria's scores had improved instead of declined. Her doctor was amazed and asked what she had changed. When Maria mentioned the seaweed, her doctor initially dismissed it, but the results spoke for themselves. The transformation happened because Maria's body was receiving the complete spectrum of minerals it needed to build and maintain bone tissue. The iodine was optimizing her thyroid function, which in turn was improving her muscle strength and energy levels. The natural calcium was being properly absorbed, unlike the synthetic supplements she had been taking. If you want to add seaweed to your daily routine, start small. Begin with 1 teaspoon of dried kelp powder or 1 sheet of nori seaweed daily. You can add kelp powder to smoothies, soups, or even sprinkle it on salads. Nori sheets can be eaten as snacks or torn up and added to rice dishes or salads. The best time to consume seaweed is with meals that contain healthy fats, as this enhances the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins that seaweed contains. A simple way to start is to make a mineral-rich broth by simmering a piece of kombu seaweed in water for 20 minutes, then using this water as a base for soups or to cook grains. One important note about seaweed: quality matters enormously. Look for organic seaweed from clean ocean waters and avoid products from areas with known pollution. The seaweed should be dark in color and have a clean, ocean-like smell. Now, the fourth food I'm about to reveal is probably sitting in your refrigerator right now, but you're likely not eating nearly enough of it to gain its incredible muscle and nerve-protecting benefits. This food contains a specific type of fat that can literally rebuild the protective coating around your nerves, eliminating tingling, numbness, and that terrifying feeling that your legs might give out without warning. I'm talking about avocados. Yes, that creamy green fruit that's become popular in recent years. But avocados aren't just trendy health food. They're concentrated sources of monounsaturated fats, potassium, and vitamin E that work together, too. Support nerve function and muscle stability in ways that few other foods can match. The monounsaturated fats in avocados are particularly important for seniors because they help maintain the myelin sheath, the protective coating around your nerve fibers. When this coating deteriorates, which commonly happens with age, you experience numbness, tingling, poor coordination, and muscle weakness. The healthy fats in avocados provide the raw materials your body needs to repair and maintain this crucial nerve insulation. Avocados also contain more potassium than bananas. Potassium is essential for proper muscle contraction and nerve transmission. When you're potassium deficient, your muscles become weak, you may experience irregular heartbeats, and your overall energy plummets. Just 1 medium avocado provides nearly 15% of your daily potassium needs. The vitamin E in avocados is another crucial component for seniors. Vitamin E protects your cell membranes from oxidative damage, which is particularly important for nerve cells that are especially vulnerable to free radical attack. Studies have shown that adequate vitamin E intake can slow cognitive decline and protect against nerve degeneration. Let me share Miguel's remarkable story. Miguel was 67 when his wife brought him to see me. He was experiencing severe numbness in his feet and hands, along with balance problems that made him afraid to walk without assistance. His doctors had run numerous tests, but couldn't find a clear cause for his symptoms. They labeled it as peripheral neuropathy and told him it would likely get worse with age. I suspected that Miguel's nerve problems were related to poor membrane health and inadequate healthy fat intake. I started him on a protocol that included 1 full avocado daily, along with specific instructions on how to maximize nutrient absorption. Within 4 weeks, Miguel noticed that the numbness in his hands was beginning to improve. By 8 weeks, he was walking more confidently and had stopped using his walking stick around the house. By 6 months, Miguel was back to his hobby of woodworking, which requires precise hand coordination and steady balance. The improvement occurred because the healthy fats in avocados were literally rebuilding Miguel's nerve membranes. The potassium was improving his muscle function and coordination. The vitamin E was protecting his nerves from further damage. And the fiber in avocados was supporting his overall digestive health, which improved his absorption of all nutrients. For maximum benefit, eat 1 medium avocado daily, preferably with a meal that contains other healthy fats or fat-soluble vitamins. The The best way to consume avocado is simply sliced with a pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lime juice. You can also add it to smoothies, where its creamy texture makes the drink more satisfying and helps you absorb more nutrients from other ingredients. Here's a pro tip that can double the nutritional benefits of your avocado. Add a small amount of black pepper. The piperine in black pepper enhances the absorption of many nutrients, including the fat-soluble vitamins in avocado. Now that you understand these 4 powerful foods, let me explain how to combine them for maximum impact. The key is not just eating these foods individually, but understanding how they work together synergistically to rebuild your muscle, strengthen your bones, protect your nerves, and restore your confidence in movement. Start your day with a smoothie that includes half an avocado, a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds, and a teaspoon of kelp powder. This combination provides sustained protein, healthy fats, and essential minerals that will fuel your muscles throughout the morning. For lunch, create a chickpea salad with additional pumpkin seeds sprinkled on top. Add a sheet of torn nori seaweed for extra minerals, and a unique umami flavor that makes the meal more satisfying. In the evening, enjoy the remaining half avocado with a simple seasoning of sea salt and lime juice. This provides your body with the healthy fats it needs for overnight nerve repair and muscle recovery. The timing of these foods matters. Eat the chickpeas after any physical activity to maximize muscle protein synthesis. Consume the pumpkin seeds in the evening to prevent nighttime cramps. Include seaweed with your largest meal of the day to optimize mineral absorption. And enjoy avocado when you need sustained energy or nerve support. Within the first week of following this protocol, you should notice improved energy levels and better sleep quality. By week 3, muscle cramps should diminish significantly. By week 6, you will likely experience noticeably improved strength and balance. And by month 3, the cumulative effects should transform how you feel and move through the world. But here's what's truly remarkable. These 4 foods don't just address the symptoms of aging. They target the root causes, potentially adding years of healthy, independent living to your life. Remember Jose, who went from using a walker to dancing at his granddaughter's wedding. Carmen, who eliminated her nighttime cramps and reclaimed her sleep. Maria, who strengthened her bones and regained the confidence to play with her grandchildren. And Miguel, who restored feeling to his hands and returned to the hobbies he loved. These aren't isolated success stories. They represent what's possible when you give your body the specific nutrients it needs to repair, rebuild, and thrive. Your muscles have a remarkable ability to regenerate at any age. Your bones can become stronger, your nerves can heal, your balance can improve, your independence can be restored. The choice is yours. You can accept the conventional wisdom that muscle loss, bone weakness, and nerve problems are just inevitable parts of aging. You can rely on expensive treatments, dangerous medications, and invasive procedures that treat symptoms without addressing causes. Or you can take control. You can start today with 4 simple, affordable, delicious foods that have the power to transform your health from the inside out. You can join the thousands of seniors who have discovered that age is not a limitation, but an opportunity to apply wisdom and take better care of yourself than ever before. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. Every meal is a chance to build strength, protect your nerves, and maintain your independence. Every day is an opportunity to prove that the best years of your life don't have to be behind you. The power to change your life is literally sitting in your kitchen. The question isn't whether these foods work. The science is clear, and the results speak for themselves. The question is whether you're ready to take action. Your muscles are waiting. Your bones are ready to rebuild. Your nerves want to heal. Your body knows how to restore itself when given the right tools. These 4 foods are those tools. The rest is up to you. If this video has opened your eyes to new possibilities for your health and inspired you to take action, I'd be incredibly grateful if you could leave a super thanks. Your financial help allows me to continue researching and bringing you more incredible discoveries about nutrition and healthy aging. Every contribution, no matter the size, helps this channel reach more seniors who desperately need this information. Your super thanks doesn't just support the channel, it supports a mission to help millions of people reclaim their health and independence. Thank you for watching. Thank you for caring about your health. And thank you for being part of a community that believes age is just a number, not a limitation.